What's poppin', y'all, and welcome back to I Do It Myself. I am Wayno. If this is your first time here, what up? If you like what it is that I do, hit that sub button and run them likes up. Today we talking about N3on. So over the past week, we've been seeing all of this controversy between N3on, the streamer. If you don't know who he is, you'll get a chance to know a little bit more about him today, and the Breakfast Club. N3on went on the Breakfast Club and he got what people call pressed, right? Why did he get pressed? He got pressed for his thoughts and things that he did regarding black people online. And, you know, N3on is 20 years old. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, stop calling him a kid. He's not a kid. I'm saying he's not a kid. People use the word kid as a way to excuse actions. Now, we're not going to commend people for doing stuff at a young age, right? And saying that, oh, man, they're so responsible, they're so grown, or they're so grown-minded or whatever, and then call somebody a kid when they consciously understand what it is they doing, but they just doing it for views. Now, N3on knows what he did because he admitted to it. And a lot of this stuff is not a little, it's really unsettling. And the reason why is this. Jay-Z had a song called Friend or Foe, and Friend or Foe was about the streets and having an interaction with a person and kind of gauging who they are. But Friend or Foe means more right now to a situation like this than it ever had for some street shit. Let me break that down for you. Black people have always been forgiven. We've always forgiven our oppressors. We always forgive people who harm us or do us dirty. And he'll go to people who talk about, but look at how y'all do each other. So because people have friction amongst themselves, that means to treat them like nothing, right? Cool, I understand. That's the thing, right? So that's what that means. Well, if you harm somebody that look like you, then why should I care about you? Because evidently y'all don't care about each other enough to harm each other. Silly, dumb shit that, you know, people who are very slow say. But back to Friend or Foe, Friend or Foe, Friend or Foe. N3on is trying to change the perception of his reality. I'm going to tell y'all why later on. Before we get to any of that, though, let's take a look at this video that Jess Hilarious put up on her IG and see, you know, some of the things that N3on has done in his past, which is not that long ago, right? It's really not that long ago. But let's look at a bit of N3on's past and see who we dealing with here.
What's up? So a lot of y'all are still waiting for me to apologize to this little motherfucker, and it ain't gonna happen. Backstory. So this little streamer dude reaches out to Charlemagne and asks to be on the show because he had a big announcement to make. And because Charlemagne is open to the streaming world, he allowed him to come up without doing research on his ass. Now, we know I don't like interviews, but because I'm trying to get better at it, I does my research. So what he thought would be a walk in the park turned out to be something else. You don't want to play with us no more. Okay, his little feelings was hurt.
That shit just, they didn't even shake my hand. None of them. That's crazy. Damn, chat. I'm sorry, bro.
Just the other day.
I fucking hate you black people! I will whip you! And bitch! Stupid whore! Dumbass black monkey tree! Suck my dick, bitch! No only fun people that lost their lives on 9/11. Deadass, you dumb black tree. I don't know what motherfuckers think this is, bro, but this is not Section 8, bro. This is not Section 8. This is not the hood. I'm not trying to be weird, but this is not that, bro. This is not a place where motherfuckers who usually sleep next to cockroaches can sleep in a nice house in the hills, bro.
Like,
What's your least favorite race?
I don't have a least favorite race.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I don't have.
What's your worst experience with a race? For me, I have a really bad story, but
What's your story?
some black guy tased my dad and robbed him of $50,000.
Is that a real story?
I swear to God. And then another black,
Like, in what
I don't mean to be
situation?
racist. And another black guy, my dad fired her, or it was
Okay.
a girl. He fired her because she's, they're fucking lazy and just stupid.
Wow.
So basically, what happened was she
Insane.
came late for work. He fired her, and then she came with her boyfriend and robbed the entire place. His cell phone store. I swear to God.
So you just like now you just make assumptions that it's
Yeah,
just,
and then like every time my mom sees a black guy, she locks the door. It's fucked up.
Okay.
I know Steve agrees with me on that one. No, you don't love them.
no, he loves them.
Oh, okay. What's your type? You like black girls?
No. Well, no, I don't mean like, no, it's just not my type. It's not my type. No,
You know
I
what's crazy? Same, bro. You're literally me. I fucking hate them, bro.
No, I don't hate them.
Black girls are fucking hideous. And when I saw Ruby Rose, bro, that changed my perspective on life. I swear to God, no troll.
Like, say, yes, you, homie. I'm talking about fucking Black Rock. Like, what are you saying, bro? On my mother's life, I'm not even letting you pay to fuck me, you ugly bitch. The fuck?
Shit, bro. Fuck you, Kai. Fuck me, I don't go outside, bitch. The fuck? Tubman, bitch! I will fuck the shit out of that fat hairy Tubman, bitch! Fuck you! Suck my dick!
What the fuck is that? It's like Kai and customers eating bananas. What the?
It has a toy.
Hey, monkey!
It has a toy.
Excuse me, Kai. Hello.
What?
Back to present day.
A lot of stuff he did in that is ridiculous, right? Saying the stuff that he said about Kais and not moms, even being at a zoo and seeing a monkey and saying, oh, Kai, like, yo, Kai, and saying, now, N3on, he goes on to say later on, right, about why he did the things that he did, but that doesn't excuse it. Friend or foe. Friend or foe. We want to know exactly who you are. And I'm going to tell you why I think he's doing this, but you got to give me a minute. Because he has people defending him. And of course, we got the serial nonsense maker, Adin speaking.
Creating his own lane and doing what he's doing. And that's just the reality of things, bro. I mean, they're very bitter, sour people. Charlamagne, you kept bringing up his past, Charlamagne. How do you bring up that? You were with a minor. You cheated on your wife. I mean, there's just a lot. I looked up your name for 3 seconds. It pops right up. It's like, dude, you old people. You guys have pasts too. It's all on the internet. You understand what I'm saying? You were literally with a minor. And you know, it's just crazy. It's fucking nuts. I mean, and the other girl sitting across the table that calls me a crap in a few minutes. It's so funny. You're getting on camera for like $10 probably. And then I don't know what's going on now, but you know, the Breakfast Club is not doing so well, especially after this whole N3on charade. I guarantee this shit is out of business.
Now him just even saying something, I mean, he said a lot of bullshit, but like him even saying something like, I bet you this goes out of business just is ridiculous, right? Because the world of streaming and the world of people who live in, you know, what is it? People who consume terrestrial radio, right? They think that because they have a lot of fans that that's going to go out of business. Bro, listen, straight up and down. People come to them because they have a lot of numbers and they want to be seen to promote whatever it is they got going on. Does that promotion literally translate into actual streams that equate to record sales or whatever products being sold? Possibly, right? But here you have these people who constantly act as if what they doing now matters more than anything in the world. Now, yeah, y'all making a lot of money off of it, right? Y'all making a shitload of money that people couldn't even imagine or fathom. But what are y'all actually doing with y'all platforms, right? Like, what are y'all actually doing with y'all platforms? For him to act as if he doesn't understand the stuff that he says, why, you know, what N3on says doesn't matter because he's trying to build his own lane and change his life. How about Kanye and what he says about Jewish people? How about that? That affects you, right? Oh, no, that's different. No, that's different. It's not the same thing. Because Kanye is a grown man. Oh, he's a grown... N3on a grown man, too. If N3on was in a war and got a Purple Heart, you know what I'm saying? If he got a Purple Heart at his age, he'd be considered a grown man. You know what I'm saying? If N3on, like he has, started a business off of streaming, and what he's done is make a ton of money and get a ton of notoriety off of being a literal fuck nigga, because that's what he is, or that's what he was. I don't know where he's at currently, and I'm going to tell y'all how I feel about where he's at currently in a few. But his actions is fuck nigga actions. You want to sit around and play and call people monkeys? Though, yeah. The whole term when we was kids, sticks and stones will break your bones, but words that never hurt was a lie. Words hurt a lot of people, especially right now more than ever. See, my time, back in my day, we had tougher skin. You know what I'm saying? If somebody says something negative about you, you said something negative about them, and y'all kept it moving. Or y'all saying negative stuff led to some sort of dialogue, and then y'all learn how to coexist. But y'all think that y'all could just say all of this stuff because y'all trolling and y'all kids, and then y'all don't have to be responsible for the words of the people that y'all hurt. I don't know none of them young ladies that's on them streams where he was talking reckless to them. But imagine being the young girl who gets called out by N3on and told that he wouldn't even pay for her to do something with, or she's a monkey, or she's a this or that and the third. Imagine being that girl and just trying to work your job and, you know, doing whatever it is you're doing. You might be at Starbucks. You could be anywhere. You could be an owner of a business, whatever. And people feel like they can now violate you based on him being disrespectful. Now, that might not even be happening or taking place, but I'm speaking hypotheticals because that's why we have insurance. Not for shit that happens, but for shit potentially happen, right? But listen to these. I think this is Sneako talking to him as well. At that time.
It was 15 when he faked his death, and you know, the stuff he's already apologized for a million times. Like, we're tired of seeing that. Like, we know that you moved on from it.
Yeah.
But also, we know I was realizing watching that show.
What?
You're taking all their guests. All the guests that used to go on the Breakfast Club are coming on your stream. So if you're, you know, a celebrity or an athlete, why would you sit down at 8 a.m. on this bad podcast that nobody's listening to anymore when you could go on N3on stream? They're mad because you're taking their guests. Like, you're the future of media, sitting down, playing ball with you, going out getting food. Why would you sit there and just get berated?
This bad podcast that nobody's listening to, bro, it's radio. It's syndicated in tons of cities and states all around America. Now, that might not mean nothing in your world, but that doesn't mean that that world does not exist. And I think that's one of the biggest problems that this group of people don't understand about what's actually happening. Yeah. Y'all making tons of money doing what it is that y'all do. Y'all making tons of money. Y'all get to talk to all of these artists. And yeah, people would rather see you play basketball with somebody. So who cares about them? Why should we care about the Breakfast? You don't have to care about the Breakfast Club. But to act as if he's moved on from something means that nobody else should care about it is ridiculous. America's a funny country. Nobody wants to forget 9/11. Which, is that comparable? Possibly not. But we can always keep and remember the history of an attack that was physical, right? But these attacks that's verbal, that affects mentals, you know what I mean? That affects the perception of your reality. We should just forget that. Friend or foe, yo, state your biz, my nigga. Like, who is you? We want to know who you is, right? Now, here's Charlamagne and his final words towards N3on.
Definitely make that right with Kai.
Oh, for sure.
And Kai's mother.
For sure.
And the family of Harriet Tubman.
Alrighty, thank you guys so much for having me. Appreciate it.
You see that video saying you're gonna be on the show tomorrow, so he'll
Okay. Damn, they wouldn't even shake my hand, bro. They didn't even shake my hand. None of them.
You need to definitely.
See, the thing that I feel about Kai Cenat is this. I feel like Kai Cenat wants to stand on integrity. And I feel like Kai Cenat at his age, even though he's 23 years old, Kai Cenat is a man. And he looks at N3on as a young man as well. And I think he want to see him, like really see him. I think he want to put his hands on him. You know what I mean? That's just me guesstimating. I could be totally wrong. I'm not inciting for that. I'm not wishing that. I'm not manifesting that. I'm just speaking about like how I would feel if somebody disrespected my mom in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they disrespected me in that manner, sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt. So N3on, you know what I'm saying? Like, he went on this confessional about where he's at in his life and how he feels about things. Let's watch that, and then we'll close this out with my thoughts about the overall situation and why he's doing a lot of the things that he's doing.
What is up, guys? I just wanted to make this video really quick to talk about everything that's going on the internet, things from my past, and just sincerely talk to you guys human to human. And first and foremost, I just want to take accountability, you know, for everything that I've said or done in the past. To anyone that I've talked shit to, anyone I've said anything insane to anyone that I've made a remark to, I'm very genuinely sorry from the bottom of my heart. Deep inside, that is not the person that I am, and I want to apologize and take accountability and tell you that that is not okay. It's not. I started doing streaming. I started doing YouTube when I was 12, 13 years old. I never really saw anything. I never saw any like growth. I never saw anything. And then when I was 17, 18 years old, I started realizing that shock factor had a lot of value. When you would say crazy shit, you would do things that no one else would do, it would bring your views up. And all I wanted in life was to be big. All I wanted in life was views. All I wanted in life was clout. And I was on a clout high, and I just kept seeing my numbers go up off of me saying the most insane, stupid, vulgar shit possible, which I completely, entirely regret. And like, even seeing these clips resurface now and I'm looking at them, I'm like, wow, it makes my stomach hurt. Like, how could I sit there and say those things? How could I have done those things? And, you know, knowing that people see that, knowing that my family sees that. But I think the first step of all of this is, you know, this past 9 to 10 months, my entire content has changed. Everything has changed around. And there's actually a story I have. When I was close to my 20th birthday, I was with my family, I was with my friends, and we were just talking, chilling, having a good time, whatever it is. And I realized, I sat down there for a second and I thought about it. I was like, why the f do I not act like this on my stream? Why do I not talk like this on my stream? Why do I put on this act and do all these things on stream and act a certain way and say certain things for views and clicks? It's so corny. It's lame. It's pathetic. Why would I do all these things when in reality, that's not what I want? That's not the person I am. That's not who I am. Why would I do that? Why would I do these things? And it took me time to realize. And after that, this past 9-10 months has been an entirely different journey. And I'm not perfect, right? You can't just do crazy shit and come back a year later and everything's all flowers and it's all amazing. That's not how it works. It's a slow grind, and it's a personal grind. It's a personal growth journey that I've already started and I'll continue to start. And I want to say one thing about the Breakfast Club really quick. You know, a lot of people, you know, there's 50-50 people saying, you know, getting mad at them for going in on me and all this shit. I knew what was going to happen going into the Breakfast Club, and I went there for a reason, right? I knew this is what they do. They go and they look at your past and they talk about everything and they confront you for things, which is their job. That's what they do. They're just doing their job, right? And I went on there because I want that chapter of my life gone. I knew they would talk about all this stuff. I want it gone. I want it done. I want to accept what I've done, talk about it, learn from it, try to be an example to kids to show people that, yeah, you can make mistakes. Yeah, you can fuck up. Yeah, you can be an absolute piece of shit human being. But that doesn't define your whole life. That doesn't mean that you're a piece of shit for the rest of your life. If you're 18, 19 years old making mistakes and you're growing up, it's about to be my 21st birthday, right? I'm still becoming a man. I know, and I'm so happy that I'm learning from these mistakes that I've made. And I'm really growing and I'm seeing that it's wrong. And I'm glad I've seen it instead of just not seeing it, right? Instead of just keep on doing it, I'm glad. And I'm glad that I'm able to learn from this and go on a journey and really just be a good example to kids. You know, and this is a message to anyone, man. You guys can do it, bro. If you guys have done some stupid shit, if you guys have done some dumb shit, you can do it, bro. You can do it. You can turn everything around. If you genuinely believe in your soul that you can, and you have God on your side, you can do it, man. For real. And I hope everyone watching here can go on this journey with me.
Now, N3on said a lot of things. He said a lot of things, but let me tell you what he's doing. You're working on yourself personally. Your personal journey, your personal path, your goals, your vision, that's for you. It ain't for nobody else. It's for you. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Friend or foe, state your biz. While I feel like he could still be a foe, or he is a foe. Reason why N3on is a foe is because he was on Kick, signed to Kick, I guess. Kick is a platform where you could talk however you want, right? You could talk however you want. You could be as disrespectful as you want. You could play crazy on Kick. But he's to have signed some big deal with Twitch. You know what the difference between Twitch and Kick is? Twitch is owned by Amazon. And we see people get banned from Twitch daily. They done banned academics. I just seen DDG got banned. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true that is, but I seen somebody posted that on Twitter that DDG got banned. Twitch is not a platform where you could play like that. It's more corporate. It's more structured in the sense of branding, right? To me, this whole play of him becoming this better person, while he may be doing that, I can't jack that. Reason why is because you went from the block to corporate. See, when you're on the block, you could do whatever you want with immunity because you want to know why? You don't care about the block. You could treat it how you want. You don't value it. You don't care for it. When you're in corporate, you know you can't play like that because everybody's watching and they'll turn that money off at any given time. Anytime if you want to play around. So my only thing that I have to say about this whole N3on shit, right, is this. If the young man is truthfully trying to gain some sort of redemption, when you see Kai, shoot the 5 with that man. Yes, shoot the 5. I'm old. Shoot the 5 means throw your hands. You know what I'm saying? Catch a fade. Yes. Do what you feel like needs to be done because that's what I think is going to happen. I feel like Kai's at the point where he's going to be like, yo, turn that camera off when he see him because of how disrespectful he was. To all of the stuff that he said regarding black men, black women, black people, period, it's so ironic that how 1 or 2 interactions determines how a whole race of people are and how they act. I have stories about how Indian people has treated me. Woo. I got some stories, racist stories as well, but I never looked at every Indian person as being a racist just because they was Indian. That's the difference between calling yourself a kid and being a mature man because you're a young man. You know what I'm saying? And the things about men is that we have to face accountability. Accountability for men is like the final board of the video game. And it ain't pretty at all. It's not pretty. the shit get dirty and it get nasty. And the thing about that is, that's your thing to do, though. That's your journey. That's not for you to say, hey, Charlamagne, well, you know, as you guys can see, I have a black assistant and I got black security guards. Okay, like, okay, so, and that's why we got to rid this whole idea of the cookout, right? Because I've seen some of N3on's content outside of, you know, the stuff that he used to do. And I seen him playing basketball and, you know what I mean, with certain people, WNBA players. And I seen him do things. He did the stuff with Jello. All right, cool, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That's cool. But your road to redemption is yours. And you got a long way ahead of you because you play too much. And everybody not playing. This is how I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually you will. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.